hey, we're live, and I'm not quite in the frame. I'll move over. I'll just snuggle up to my good friend Puns and Roses. I'm Scott Chicken.
I'm Puns and Roses.
And we're here to watch the Santa Cruz Derby Grumshells, your #1 seed, take on Kalamazoo Killer Bees, also known as the Killer Bees.
Yes.
They carefully put it there twice.
And they are the #8 seed.
They are, and this is the end of a long day for both of us, so we're going to be completely punchy. Please take that into account.
Yes. This is bout number 6 that each of us have called
It is
today.
indeed.
So, yeah.
Good times here at the 2019 Junior Roller Derby Association Championships, brought to you on the WFTDA's Twitch.tv channel. Who would you like to introduce as far as teams go?
I'll do the Grumshells on the left side of the page. 00 is Mini Mayhem. 066 Allison Thunderland. 101 BZ. 15 Bonnie and Collide. 152 Mocking Jam. 19 Loose Cannon. 26 Lil Killa. 304 Ella Delaney. 376 Crom Bomb. 44 Sari Not Sorry. 53 Sugar Smacks. 534 Daisy Dukes. 62 Tryon. 72 Pain Jane. 80 Sunkissed. And 90 is Yeety.
Yeety. For the Kalamazoo Killer Bees, we'll try and get this in before they start, which is good because the house is making everybody yell. 000 Princess Leia out. 02 Pinkerocious. 112 Harmon Slammer. 18 is Chaotic. 19 Death Valley. 22 Connor. 2931 Chew Back Off. 33 Mexican Takeout. 4098 is Ginger Snap. 410 Basher. 5 Triple Threat. 66 Sugar Smash. 87 Buzzkill. 911 is Bacon Bones. And 922 Jawbreaker Josie.
All right, we have a Sugar Smash and a Sugar Smacks. This is going to confuse me.
Let's sugar it up.
All right, here we go.
Santa Cruz, your #1 seed. Kalamazoo, I think the 8, maybe?
I believe they are the 8. And T. Ryan quickly through.
Yes, trying, pushing, and then sort of jumping.
And Jawbreaker Josie working the back of that pack. Getting some offensive help from Pinkerocious.
And 4 points up for Tryon. And Tryon.
All right, we
nice.
have a Star Pass. To 112. That's Harmon Slammer.
Harmon Slammer not current. Oh, has put it on. I'm like, wait, she's not holding the Pissar. Oh, it's because it's on her head. Yeah. I should look for those things.
Loose Cannon, Bonnie and Collide, and one other that I can't see. Mocking Jam doing a great job up there on front on Harmon Slammer.
Yeah, Santa Cruz's defense is epic. They are very good at staying very close together and playing a very clean game.
And Lil Killa comes out of the penalty box, opens up a huge offensive block.
And that gives us 4 more up for Santa Cruz, taking them to 8. Kalamazoo still working on the initial pass. This is Kalamazoo's first round at JRDA Champs. Santa Cruz, I believe, in their 4th Champs appearance. They won it all last year. And have been the #1 ranked team most of this season. I believe they dipped at one point when Jacksonville had played some more recent games and jumped up ahead, but Santa Cruz back in the #1 seed and the #1 rank.
And that is Mocking Jam heading off. Looks like a block with a head or something. Kind of dug in there right into Harmon Slammer's gut.
3 points up, 15-0. He's our Jam 1 score.
So that's going to be Death Valley skating for the Killer Bees up against, I believe, BZ for the Grumshells.
BZ, formerly Bruzella DeVille. but shortening it up to BZ this season.
And BZ looking to open up the lead.
He's lead jammer and working on a point score, or a scoring pass. That's the word, not a point score. That doesn't make any sense. It's like I've been talking for 12 straight hours or something. All right, only 10 technically at this point.
Yes.
BZ does grab 2, 17-0. And Hermione Grinder on our Twitch feed says Ryan is the Beyonce of jamming. We will take your word for that.
All right, the next jam we have Payne Jane skating for Santa Cruz as a jammer. And 911 Bacon Bones for the Killer Bees.
Bacon Bones, I'm not sure how effective that would be as Bones, but it would be delicious.
Yes. And speaking of delicious, Bacon Bones is deliciously the lead jammer.
First lead jammer of the game for Kalamazoo.
And is on a power jam.
Yes, indeed. 72 Payne Jane in the penalty box.
Killer Bees looking to break up that Gromshell defense.
But the Groms with the force out and the rollback.
You have to, yep.
Making poor Payne Jane skate all the way around.
Payne Jane back on the track.
Payne Jane through, completes the initial. Killer Bees finally calling it off.
And that is 1 point for the Killer Bees.
Gets them on the board, 17-1.
And 2 points. That is down 19 for Santa Cruz.
All right.
Next jam, we will see Princess Leia out for the Killer Bees. And when I see a number, I can tell you who's jamming for Santa Cruz.
The joys of the pink track where the announcers are at the beginning of turn 1.
All right, that is 62 Tryon. Or T. Ryan.
It's Tryon, at least according to the pronunciation sheet that Santa Cruz provided.
Either way,
still lead jammer and still about to get some points. Princess Leia out. Held up at the back and slowly rolled back. Ooh, Tryon also.
Slammer with a nice force out and rollback. That's Minnie Mayhem doing the same to Princess Leia out. And Yeedy this time with the force out. Oh, Princess Leia out heading to the penalty box.
Believe that was a cut track. I'm not 100% certain, but she was knocked out and there was a rollback and did step back in a little bit early. Oh, all right. Crusterat says it is T. Ryan, actually. See, now I'm going to have to go to the official paperwork just to find out.
And that is DZ again, or sorry, BZ. Oh. It's about number 6. I'm trying here. BZ is your lead jammer coming around on a scoring pass.
And rolls through quick for 4.
What do they put in the water in Santa Cruz? Because I feel like
protein powder and
skaters each
something.
have about 6 inches of height on those Kalamazoo skaters.
Yes, especially Princess Leia out, who is wee, a tiny little human, but really doing excellent footwork before getting hip checked out, but a penalty called on number 26, Lil Killa.
Oh, and that is a track cut, sending Princess Leia out back to the penalty box.
Second penalty.
So we have a 3-2 pack advantage now for Kalamazoo.
And BZ looking to push forward, but forced out, and a run back.
That run back courtesy of Chewbacca.
BZ calls off the jam. And we will sit with 11 points, 12 points. There it is, 11. I'm like, wait, 4 and 4 and 3 is 11, not 12. 34-1.
You can act so much better than I can. Like, I would have been like, that's a lot. Or a little, one or two.
Dara Smith not answering your question about what's in the water in Santa Cruz, but saying in Kalamazoo we have lead and PFAs in the water, unfortunately.
That does sound par for the course for Michigan.
Yes. All right, Payne Jane, lead jammer. And through with the first scoring pass of the jam, 4 points up.
And speaking of passing, we have a star pass. Princess Leia out has passed that. And that is, I believe, Death Valley, who runs right into the shoulder/forearm of Will Killa.
Medic to the center of the track.
And a little Killa. Way we have a ref being attended to, so we will take a brief timeout of gameplay in which we can talk about the WFTDA postseason. You are watching here live on Twitch, and if you're enjoying this fantastic tournament on Twitch, you can join the same channel, WFTDA's twitch.tv channel, for live games for free from the 2019 postseason right here on twitch.tv. Get the full schedule at WFTDA.tv. And if you have a willingness to spend some money and you'd like to watch all of the postseason, you can get a watch pass. And if you use the code WFTDA-ROBY-DOBY, you will save 20% on the season combo pass for all of the WFTDA postseason. That includes the Continental Cups, North America West and East, the European Continental Cup, the International WFTDA playoffs in Winston-Salem and Seattle, and International WFTDA championships coming to us in November from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And Kurosiku responds to the question saying, I'm told Santa Cruz water has lots and lots of calcium, which would, you know, warrants the bone growth and the strong sequoias, I believe I've heard this team referred to as.
Yes, that sequoia sounds like a good description.
Has been fun watching Santa Cruz grow in the international and tournament level roller derby from the 2016 tournament back in Lincoln, Nebraska, where the West Coast came in and surprised a bunch of East Coast teams, and Santa Cruz high among those surprises, and just continuing to climb up, winning the title last year and the #1 seed this year. So our officials for the game, as the crowd is going to cheer for them, I'll tell you who they are. We've got Doof Warrior, Bobtimus Prime, Melotrauma, Saren Gasp, Chunk, I Holy Wakajoli, Boo Hag, Scooby Don't, Admiral Mayhem, Ref in Peace, Carmen Dragon, Zero, Chefery, Tim the Ref, Snapzing, and Black Belt Barbie, plus a ref titled, or an official titled TBD, which I'm guessing is a placeholder, unless it's actually someone's name, in which case they've been working a lot of games.
This is Derby. I mean, TBD, I'm sure that could happen.
That'd be a solid name. So winner of this game will move on to take on the Seattle Derby Brats Galaxy Girls, who beat Rose City earlier this afternoon. The loser of Game 11 moves down to the consolation bracket to play the winner of Rocky Mountain versus Rose City.
All right, we're ready for more derby.
And here we go. Quickly bouncing out is T. Ryan. Stuck deeper in the pack is number 22, Connor.
And Ryan is through.
Connor, an excellent blocker for Kalamazoo. Apparently getting the shot at Jammer as maybe a changeup. See if a bigger, more physical blocker could work better against, or Jammer could work better against these Santa Cruz walls. I like the thought.
Hey, you know, thoughts are good. Sometimes they prove true.
Bash her and Buzzkill working hard at the front of that pack.
And to Ryan, just slowly rolling left to right. Not really. I think they're having a conversation, it appears. Just chatting. Talking about life on the derby track. And finally through for 4 more points.
Pinkarocious stopping Ryan's momentum.
And Princess Layout now jumping on defense. Helping push on the outside of that pack and now stepping back to bridge.
Multiplayer on Pinkarocious.
So trying again. Rolling up against number 8-7 Buzzkill. Finally gets past for another 4.
And there's the offense coming from Princess Leia out and Basher to free that Jammer. Connor coming around, and there's the call off.
3 more points for number 62 to Ryan, and that takes us to 63-1. Kalamazoo held scoreless again, and BZ back out to jam for Santa Cruz.
Facing off against Bacon Bones. Bacon Bones got lead jammer once. Oh, big hit there from number 18. That is chaotic. But BZ is not your lead jammer.
No pass, no penalty on that. So
with Bacon Bones in the penalty box now.
No lead jammer allowed.
No lead jammer.
So a 2-minute jam and 4 points up for BZ. We got 17:45 to go in the first period of play in this final game on the pink track, track number 1.
Pinkarocious getting spun around by BZ.
And there's 4 more up for BZ. 8 total on the jam as 9-1-1 Bacon Bones out of the penalty box. And yes, sprinting free of the pack. And BZ with some
showing some excellent track work there.
Yes, indeed. This is the breakfast of champions. BZ goes airborne and then another little hop on the edge to collect 4 more.
Oh, BZ with the apex jump. Sticks the landing.
And bounces through, checks the scoreboard. How much time is left in this jam? 27 seconds? Yes. And 20 points on the board for Santa Cruz so far. This time BZ forced out of bounds.
Mexican takeout with a force out. And we've got a backward skate.
All right, everyone, reverse direction. Let's see how fast we can go backwards. And coaches for Santa Cruz saying, just burn it. We got 5 seconds in the jam. Why not just keep going backwards?
Yep.
But 3 points up for Kalamazoo. Breaks their scoreless streak and takes them to 4. And a timeout called by the Kalamazoo Killer Bees. So thanks for joining us live here on Twitch. If you're curious about roller derby and you want to know more about what makes a back block or a track cut or other penalties, actual penalties, and what are the rules, you can visit WFTDA.com/new and get a downloadable roller derby cheat sheet that will help you learn all about the game. And while you're there, you can swing over to Tournament Central, WFTDA.com/tournaments, where you can find out all about the Continental Cups and the international playoffs and other tournaments going on with the WFTDA. If you're thinking you might go to either of the playoffs in Winston-Salem or in Seattle, Washington, you can get a 4-pack of 3-day tickets. Only $175. That's $85 off the regular price.
That's a good deal.
That is a good deal. Head to WFTDA.com/tickets.
All right, we have Jawbreaker Josie. And
I think that is 72 Payne Jane.
I believe you are correct. We'll find out.
That's what the scoreboard guy thinks. So
yeah, that is 72 Payne Jane. Back block on Payne Jane.
That's Payne Jane's second jammer penalty of the game.
All right, here comes that offense from Kalamazoo. Trying to get bodies on bodies.
Oh, man, for a second there, Jawbreaker Josie was just bouncing between the Santa Cruz blocker and her own blocker. But finally out in the lead jammer. Second lead jam of the game for Kalamazoo.
Triple threat heading off with the Killer Bees on a penalty, but you know, sometimes a penalty, if you get a penalty that frees your jammer up,
exactly,
especially in a bout like this, it's totally worth it. Take that penalty any day.
Jawbreaker Josie holding up the hands and then pushes through to get the 4 points, doubling the Killer Bees score. And Payne Jane finally through to complete the initial.
Oh, there's a nice seal on the inside. Jawbreaker Josie with the call off. And Kalamazoo hits double digits.
Yes, picks up the 7, taking them to 11 points. And holding Santa Cruz scoreless for only the second jam of the game.
So we got Death Valley for Kalamazoo. And trying to figure out who that jammer is.
Well, their lead jam.
T. Ryan.
And that is
whatever.
Ryan.
And there goes Death Valley.
Meanwhile, Tryon on the scoring pass runs right into the shoulder.
And there's
number 22
the call
Connor.
off.
Connor able to slow but not stop Tryon, but does hold him to only 4 points. 87-11 now, 13:50 to go in the period. As we're nearing the end of day 1 of JRDA Championships, first of 3 days.
All right, we got Bacon Bones and BZ as your jammers. BZ
Ooh,
blasting through.
scary quick and directly through to grab lead jammer. Now back for points. Bacon Bones trapped at the back and deposited out of play.
That's Ella Delaney with that force out and run back.
BZ through the front for 4. And then taken down with several Kalamazoo blockers in the middle of the pack. Kalamazoo holding tight on the tripod. BZ saying, wait, I can't, what? And a multiplayer block breaks things up a bit.
Each team losing one skater. Ginger Snap, last line of defense there.
But 4 more for BZ. Showing 7 on the board for the jam. BZ forced out of bounds. Checks with the bench. I'll just roll it back and we'll let the clock tick.
Tick, 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 tick.
Now calls off the jam.
Nice. Star pass there to Pinkarocious. That jam gets called.
And 2 more up. For BZ at the end of the jam takes them to 9 total. So 96-11 is your score with 11 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first period.
Jawbreaker Josie. There's your jammer for the Killer Bees. Jawbreaker Josie's your lead jammer.
Ooh, snuck to the front. It stayed ahead of number 72, Payne Jane.
Payne Jane through. That's the call off. Jawbreaker Josie.
Definite advantage of having lead jammer.
I did not see it because I thought she got out.
You can stop things whenever.
I saw her like right beside me.
We move on to jam number 13.
96-11, Cruz.
And again, jammers hidden back at the jammer line, you know, like they're supposed to be.
That is a big pile up there at the back.
It is. Everybody's just in a giant heap. I can't catch a number either on screen or live. But there's number 62 trying out as lead jammer.
And number 66, Sugar Smash, first jam for the Killer Bees. And there's the call off. Great work there by the Killer Bees to force that call off.
Yes, indeed, a 0-0 jam keeps us at 96-11.
And next up, we'll have Payne Jane and Death Valley.
Kalamazoo Death Valley. Santa Cruz KJ.
Payne Jane, inside lane, lead jammer, Santa Cruz Gromshells. It's Death Valley.
Death Valley, one to beat. That is Yeedy. And
Yeedy.
Death Valley is through.
Edie with the young run forward, trying to get back, and takes a big shoulder from 22 Connor.
And there's the call off. 2.
2 points, Santa Cruz, 98-11. Under 10 minutes to play in the half. This quarterfinal match. Kalamazoo starting at the pivot line, now rolling back towards the pack.
Bacon Bones. Bacon Bones, your lead jammer.
Yes, excellent job absorbing the hit and staying the feet in bounds. And trying also through Bacon Bones.
Bacon Bones picked up 1.
Bacon Bones jumping up and down, calling off the jam like, can't you see I'm calling off the jam? But also continuing to rotate around the other blockers to collect that point. Santa Cruz Derby Gromshells calling the timeout. So I mentioned earlier the pack is here, 4-pack of tickets for the playoff locations. If you're interested in going to WFTDA playoffs and championships, the tickets are on sale now. And if you are a junior roller derby participant, meaning you're under the age of 18, there is a discount code specifically for you that will get you a discount off the in-person ticket price. Get that code and get your tickets at WFTDA.com/tickets. So if you're not under 18, go for that 4-pack of 3-day tickets for either playoff. That's only $175. But if you are under 18, take advantage of the code available at WFTDA.com/tickets. And if you're lazy like me and just want to watch from your couch, head over to WFTDA.tv, click on the Watch Pass thing, and use the code WFTDA-ROBY-DOBY, and you'll save 20% on the season combo pass.
All right, we got Jawbreaker Josie and BZ are your jammers. Pack advantage right now going to Santa Cruz. They take advantage of that. Oh, jawbreaker Josie. Almost out, but just re-enveloped into that pack by Sunkissed and Sugar Smacks.
And speaking of Sunkissed, giving chase all the way through the pack, and now a power jam as illegal contact, I believe, being called on BZ. So a 2-minute jam, power jam for the Kalamazoo Killer Bees for 30 seconds of that 2 minutes. All right, technically it's 1 minute and 16 left to go, but there are points.
4 points.
Yes. That's pulling Kalamazoo up to 16 now.
Kalamazoo making a run here.
And 4 more. Yes, indeed. This now Kalamazoo's largest jam of the game at 8. As BZ out of the penalty box, checking the clock.
Oh, there we go. Gets the offensive help.
And
back block on BZ. Back into the box.
That's the I don't know if it's an advantage, but of being
not lead. She's trying to call it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's not going to work.
Yeah.
The slight advantage of having a very small skater like Princess Leia out is since your back block is all on impact and how much it makes you move. Little impact makes from a skater that's tall like BZ is going to move her a lot farther.
Yes. All right, we have a star pass to Harmon Slammer, who does not have the star on, so cannot score points.
However, there may be points still in that star. Oh, and not the jammer after all. No star pass. Correction.
But 4 points in the air, so that's
a 12-point jam, doubling the Kalamazoo score for the game so far to 24. BZ picking up 2 to get to an even 100. And now we will restart. So no jammer penalty. Must have just been an illegal star pass, which allows the pivot to drop it rather than anyone getting penalized.
We have Payne Jane skating up against 66 Sugar Smash. Payne Jane, lead jammer.
Sugar Smash held up kind of mid-pack and then forced out and rolled back as number 90, Yeedy, with the rollback. And Yeedy clearly spending some time in the last game watching Speed Bray, who had the same, stop you and then roll my body to the outside and just deposit you out of bounds maneuver.
Yes.
4 points up for Santa Cruz.
Lil Killa up at the front, playing some offense. Now that pack extends.
And there's 4 more for Payne Jane. As Sugar Smash deposited out of bounds again. Now Kalamazoo sending back Pinkerocious. And the whole pack rolling back now.
And there's a star pass to Pinkerocious, who immediately gets swallowed up by that pack.
Yes, Santa Cruz very aware of where the star is at all times and not going to let you through that quickly and easily. And then rolling to the back to regroup as everyone in the front of the pack falls down. A low block called and 4 more points up for Payne Jane. 12 total on the jam.
And big hit there by Sugar Smash to end that with a 14-point jam.
Yes, 114-28 for Kalamazoo. And we will reset for jam number 17. 3.5 minutes to go. 114-28.
Mexican takeout closes that inside lane. And there's a track cut.
On trying, number 62 for Santa Cruz.
Death Valley.
Valley looking one to beat and is let free. Lead jammer Kalamazoo. That is their 5th lead jammer of the game. And Death Valley, not quite able to get through on that run.
For a second there, her luck deserted her.
Yes, indeed. Penalty to the pivot for Santa Cruz Mini Mayhem.
Oof. Death Valley was almost through and then runs right into her own skater.
Trying out of the penalty box and through, completes the initial pass. Death Valley calls off the jam. Did get 4 points, but a solid penalty kill by the Grom Shells of Santa Cruz.
And we have an official review from the Grom Shells.
Actually, I think it's Kalamazoo calling the official review. Judging from the pointing and the blinking.
Yep.
We'll go with that.
You are correct.
If you've always thought, a trip to Montreal in November sounds fabulous, well, you should go to the International WFTDA Championships, November 15th through 17th. The trick is there's only 3,000 tickets available for this tournament live in Montreal. So don't miss your chance. Get your tickets, WFTDA.com/tickets. Head up to Canada. And it'll all work out just fine. I'm assuming. Depending on who you're rooting for and whether they win.
Does it though? Yeah. Okay, that kind of does. But they're all teddy bears.
So as I mentioned, winner of this game will take on Seattle Derby Brats Galaxy Girls at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Loser moves on to play in the 5 o'clock game against the winner of Rocky Mountain versus Rose City. That game at 9 in the morning over on track 2, the track with the yellow tape. As the female division starting in the earlier slot today. The open division started at 9 today, and female got to sleep in and play starting at 11. Tomorrow that all switches around. Female division starting at 9. Open division will start at 11. As we have another day of 12 total roller derby junior games going on at the 2019 JRDA Championships. And you can watch it all right here on twitch.tv, WFTDA's channel, thereupon.
Called acting. You have to commit to the craft. Thank you. I wouldn't leave you behind and let you have all the fun.
All right, this official review still going on.
Yes, indeed. The referee now explaining things to the coaches and the captains.
And
Kalamazoo coach still out having another follow-up chat. We will see.
now we are back.
We'll see if the light goes on or off. Whether I don't see any changes in anyone on the track nor in scoring. So I'm guessing that whatever it was, as the Kalamazoo light has gone out, they did not win their review. This tournament, no referee microphones, so they can't explain it all to us. And this crew, as you saw, the injury to the ref earlier, I think is down their alt, so we are left to speculate. Please speculate wildly on the internet. That's what it's for.
Yes, that is the entire purpose of the internet.
72 Payne Jane lead jammer. And working through Bacon Bones jamming for Kalamazoo Killer Bees.
And looks like we have a star pass to Harmon Slammer. Yes, we do have a star pass.
This is Harmon Slammer's third time getting the star. The jammer able to pass the star off to the pivot. The pivot is the skater with the stripe on their helmet. The pivot can then become the jammer and the jammer becomes a blocker. And this is the only scenario where you could get 5 points in the jam now, since we have removed the jammer penalty. Looks like the helmet cover came off of Payne Jane. Don't know, but they're still indicating a lead, so it must have been knocked off in gameplay, not taken off. If she had taken it off, she would no longer be lead jammer. But if it's knocked off by someone's shoulder or whatever hitting you, you get to stay lead and also pick up 4 points.
And Harmon Slammer still stuck in the back of that pack. Deep in the sad place.
And forced out and rolled back again as Kalamazoo bridging between. They've got 2 skaters up front. Just enough of a bump to force Payne Jane out. Payne Jane calls off the jam. No points for Kalamazoo, 12 total.
3 seconds left. Clock ticks down. And that brings us to halftime.
And there's a final 4 points up for Santa Cruz, rather. So a 16-0 run in the last jam. Santa Cruz 130.
People are lining up, but the intermission clock is ticking.
Exactly, the intermission clock is ticking, and our jam timer has not. Maybe did blow the whistle. Then I don't know. I must not have heard it. I see it on the score. There he goes.
Yes.
So we will take a 14-minute break. I'll go get some more water to drink. You can continue to mindlessly speculate on the internet because I'm not seeing enough speculation of what that official review was about.
We need more mindless speculation.
That's very important. And we'll be back in 14-ish minutes. You are watching the 2019 Junior Roller Derby Association Championships. I'm Scott Chicken.
On Puns and Roses.
And we'll be back in like 15 minutes.
All right.
Hey, Pink announcers are live. That's what the guy just said in my ear. It must be true. Yeah. Scott Chicken back with Puns and Roses for the second half of the Santa Cruz Derby Grom Shells versus the Kalamazoo Killer Bees.
And it's been a good first half so far. 130-32 is the score. Santa Cruz is the #1 ranked team in Junior Derby.
That they are.
Kalamazoo coming in at number 8. So, I mean, to only be down by 98 is pretty darn good for Kalamazoo.
Not bad at all. Kalamazoo had lead, I think, 4 or 5 times in the first half. And how are we doing on the penalties? I think we had it passed over, and you caught some of them?
Caught some of them. Lil Killa for the Grom Shells is sitting at 4, as is Princess Leia out for the Killer Bees.
So a couple skaters. Need to be a little careful.
In that danger zone. I think the only other person even close is Mockingjam for the Grom Shells at 3.
And you don't, if you aren't fully familiar with WFTDA roller derby rules, 7 fouls and you are asked to leave the game in the JRDA. That means you go take off your gear and you get to sit with a designated team parent. But you can still watch the game. You just can't interact with the game.
Right.
I think WFTDA may send you to the locker room, I forget. But with the juniors, since they are still kids, they don't want to send them off to a room all by themselves. We make them sit with someone else's parent and feel uncomfortable about that probably. Or maybe not. I honestly don't know. I'm not a kid. I don't skate. When I get too many fouls, they just send me home. I'm not really sure what an announcer penalty would be. Probably butchering someone's name.
I do.
In which case, 7 a game is not nearly enough.
Jawbreaker Josie and
Ryan, I believe.
Ryan.
See, there you go. That's 1 penalty each, maybe, depending. Either way, it's lead jammer for Santa Cruz. And Jawbreaker Josie almost was out, but then forced out of bounds and rolled back, and 4 points up for Santa Cruz.
And somebody lost a piece of equipment somewhere in there. I saw it go bouncing off. Not sure what that was.
Might be one of those like plates on the or somebody. I think number 15, Bonnie and Collide is. Oh, she was indicating someone lost an elbow pad part. Whose was it? So
Not in.
not hers. Everyone else says, nope, definitely not mine.
All right, next up, that looks like Death Valley and BZ. BZ.
Swooping through and grabbing lead jammer. Death Valley. Oh, does not quite keep it in bounds. And a penalty sending number 90, Yeedy, to the penalty box.
Death Valley through, no pass, no penalty.
BZ through with 4 points and now slowing things down to slow
Jammer
Death Valley
engagement
down.
there.
Yep. BZ's like, yeah, I'll kill some clock, then I'll call off the jam. It's all good.
It looks like a 4-2 pack advantage, I think, for Kalamazoo starting this next jam. Bacon Bones. And Payne Jane. All right. 4-3 pack advantage. They are both of our skaters at 4 penalties.
Yes, I will say, to be fair, I believe looking at them, the Lil Killa is twice as big as Princess Layout, so that's kind of almost even.
Yes.
Although Princess Layout, deeply ferocious, getting in the way and slowing down Payne Jane, but was out of play and realized it and had to stop. Could not engage. Now engaged with Lil Killa and swinging forward to again play last line of defense.
Payne Jane through for 4. And there goes Lil Killa. That's number 5.
5 penalties for Lil Killa, 2 to give, or 1 to give without fouling out. As Payne Jane pushes through the front again for another 4.
Bacon Bones looking for any sort of gap. Oh, there's that
There's
gap.
the gap. Was a forearm penalty called on number 112 for Kalamazoo, Harmon Slammer. And Payne Jane calls off the jam. Grabs 2 more. 10 total on the jam, 148 to 32.
And there we go. T. Ryan and 66. Sugar Smash are your jammers. Sugar Smash up at the front of that pack, getting some help from Mexican Takeout. Oh, there's a high block, definitely by 5-3.
He's like, yeah, I know. I'm trying to get out of the track.
Really want out of here.
I'd really like to go, but people keep getting in my way, kind of, sort of.
And we have lead jammer going to Sugar Smash. Not too far behind, though, is T. Ryan.
Yep, and that is the
diet pack.
That is the, yes, indeed. Super thin.
0-0. 3-2 pack advantage, though.
So we stay 148 to 32. We're down to 25 and a half minutes to go in the game. Final game of day 1, as I believe track 2 is almost done now, as we are rolling on towards 9 p.m. Mountain Time.
Yeah, they're about 10, 15 minutes ahead of us.
And Puns, we have a new fan.
Oh, we do?
Yes, Kurosiku is saying 2 new fans in California, but only one of them weighed in on Twitter. So thank you, Kurosiku. Come back tomorrow and you'll get to hear us more.
All right. Jawbreaker Josie and BZ coming around fast.
And that's 2 straight lead jammers for Kalamazoo. First time they've done that this game.
And still no points, though.
Yes. So the Santa Cruz Jammers doing a great job of getting through and then pressuring to force the call off. And with the score here, is it better strategically for Kalamazoo to run long and just let the game go? I believe if we were talking to Coach Andy Marone from Ohio, he'd say, yes, always run long. But he's in Ohio and not here, so we don't get to ask him. Unless Andy is watching on Twitch, in which case, feel free to comment.
Buzzkill with a big force out and recycle. Buzzkill. That's a great name for someone on the Killer Bees.
That is. This Killer Bees team playing great for their first time at the in the big show, the championships tournament.
And they are not afraid of the #1 seed.
No. It's one of those classic, like, well, what do we got to lose? Let's play as well as we can. They're gonna get some rankings bump probably just from the difference in the strength factors.
Yep.
They're putting up some points.
I think that would be the argument for running long.
Exactly. 3 points up for Santa Cruz, 151-32.
All right, T. Ryan and Bacon Bones.
Penalty box is empty currently.
It's been a while since that's happened.
Oh, Davey Rocket would also like me not to always trust the voices in my head. Well, ain't that the truth?
If you can't trust the voices in your head, who can you trust?
Certainly not the voices in your head. I don't trust them at all.
Well, if I were you, I wouldn't. I mean, the things they tell me, woof.
Trying, pushing the forward, but forced out. Connor teaming up at the front with 0-2 Pinkerocious. And you got number 5, Triple Threat, also playing in, but now turning to offense and trying to break Bacon Bones free.
Pinkerocious with another force out and recycle. Triple Threat really was working hard there. Now has to turn to defense.
Trying.
We are
pushing to the front.
55 seconds in, still no lead jammer. Trying, crawling through, finally gets lead jam.
Trying, foot did not go out, and Kalamazoo, I think, thought that there was a foot out and started the run back, and Trying's like, nope, crawl, stand, go.
Sorry, not sorry, holding that line. Now getting pushed out of the way by Harmon Slammer.
Beautiful shoulder check from Connor there to knock Trying down. But finally able to slide through. Only tapped the hips once, apparently. Didn't really want to call it off. So there's 4 more up for Santa Cruz. Trying back for a second pass. 23 seconds to go in the jam. As the star pass stretching out. Can they reach? Yes, finally.
And Connor now has the star. There's the call off.
I think they were just waiting for Connor to grab the star to call that off. So a 0-0. For both the jammer and pivot in that jam for Kalamazoo. 8-0 on the jam overall. Santa Cruz now 159-32. 21 minutes to go in the game.
And we have BZ and Sugar Smash.
And
Chaotic easily through. BZ easily past Chaotic. High block called on Sunkist.
Oh, BZ, that was a beautiful duck move. As Chaotic coming in, looking for the shoulder, and BZ just dropped 2 levels, cut under. And out the front. Which is
impressive, especially for such a tall jammer.
Right.
Mexican Takeout, though, says, no, you're not going to get that off on me.
I wonder if Santa Cruz does like a limbo thing, like a drill. Just jammers go as fast as you can, and I'll get under this stick.
That'd be pretty cool.
Because it's a super solid skill to be able to see the hip or the shoulder coming and get down under it very quickly. Either way, a little one-footed skating by BZ to grab 4 more.
And that looks like blocking with the head on Sugar Smash.
So power jam, BZ. Or to roll it back 10 years, power jam. Sometimes you got to go old school derby on it.
I feel like that's not something we've lost.
So I certainly haven't missed it much, no. 2 more up for Santa Cruz, 14 total on the jam, 173-32.
And we have a timeout being called by Kalamazoo.
Timeout. A great chance to thank you again for tuning in on Twitch. We're happy to have you with us for this fantastic tournament. If you like what you're seeing, you can join us for live free games from the 2019 WFTDA postseason right here on Twitch TV. Get the full schedule at WFTDA.tv. And while you're there, if you think, one free game a day isn't going to be quite enough for me, I want the whole enchilada. Well, you can buy a season combo pass at Twitch at WFTDA.tv as well. Just use the offer code WFTDA ROBY-DOBY. That's Roby and Dobie with a B in each. Saves you 20% on the combo pass.
All right. Kalamazoo.
And there into the Twitch chat is your link to the watch pass. So you can just click on that and go over and give the WFTDA a little bit of money, and you'll get 6 tournaments worth of entertainment for it. And you'll save 20% as well. It's a deal.
That is a deal. And jamming unopposed at the moment is Krombomb, who gets a big hit from Connor. Again, some piece of equipment went flying. I am not sure what.
Krombomb with the star for the first time tonight. I am pretty certain.
I believe this is Krombomb's first appearance in the game at all.
Ah, that could be. Well, excellent work getting the lead jammer, and the crowd goes wild.
Yay.
Santa Cruz obviously feeling, got a sizable lead, 18 minutes to go. Put in some fresh blood. Let some other people get some tournament experience.
It's a good way to do it.
Good step for these high seed versus low seed games where you're like, all right, if you look at it in a tournament standpoint, I was chatting with a coach at halftime, the way that the JRDA ranking system now works for the invitations for next year's champs, it's only games during the season. Therefore, what your ranking is in this tournament doesn't matter. So if you're advancing, you're just looking to advance to the next round, no need to go crazy, run up the score.
Right.
Save people. You want to be clean and healthy for the next game.
Yes.
And you want to give Krombomb a chance to get on Twitch TV and also score 4 points.
Ooh, Connor with a big shoulder on Lil Killa.
Oh, and a big shoulder to Krombomb. And that is going to be a direction penalty. Krombomb star cover bumped off, but is back up. Jam not called for injury.
A long time since I've seen someone have the star cover just knocked off.
Jolted off rather than yes. I don't think the contact was to the chest as the call was direction, not a high block, but definitely a shocker. As Krombomb with 6 points, got 2 before the helmet cover came off, and did not put it on before finishing that pass.
And getting big hugs from her teammates.
And a high five as well. So 4 and a 2, 6 total, 179-32. And an official timeout called. I'm going to mention again, if you're going in person to either of the WFTDA playoff tournaments, you got September 6th through 8th in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, hosted by the Greensboro Roller Derby, or September 13th to 15th in Seattle, Washington, hosted by Rat City Roller Derby. I think we're both going to be at that one.
Yes.
I'll be announcing. You'll just be watching. You'll be part of Team Heckle, I believe, is officially where you will be sitting.
I will be heckling the announcers for sure.
Exactly the job you should have. You can get some discount tickets. The pack is here. Get a 4-pack of 3-day tickets to either of the playoffs locations. Just $175. That's $85 off the regular price. So puns, find a couple of friends, and you can save some money that way. Because I don't think you need 4 tickets for the 2 of you, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
We could bring our cats.
There you go. The cats. Do the cats need a ticket? They might be under the age that you're required to have a ticket.
That would be true.
And if you're a junior roller derby participant, if you want discount tickets, those are on sale as well for those playoffs, they will check your ID at the door because they want to make sure you're between, I think it's 13 and 18 or somewhere in there, because there's an underage where you're free, and then you get a discount for that intermediate group. Those codes and all tickets available at WFTDA.com/tickets. Or you can just click on the link that's now in the Twitch chat. Davey Rocket fully in support of Team Heckle, by the way. I'm assuming from the laughing while crying emojis attached to that chat. All right, referees have been chatting, now checking in with the table. And our head ref is chatting with the coaches and captains. Coming up tomorrow, because you can't get enough roller derby in just one day.
True.
We've got another 6 games in each division, and the female division that you're watching right here is kicking things off at 9 a.m. Here on track 1. You will see Queen City versus a Pile of Bones out of Regina, Saskatchewan. So Queen City's in Buffalo, which isn't technically in Canada, but there are a lot of Canadians, I think, that go across the border to play on that team. So that should be a fun one. At the same time, on the other track, you'll see Rocky Mountain versus Rose City. And then the open division gets going at 11. But right now, we got 17 minutes left of this game. Santa Cruz 179, Kalamazoo 32.
Wow. Mini Mayhem clearing the path.
Gotta like a lead blocker for you on the way through, right?
Playing fullback.
Yes. Jawbreaker Josie also gets clear.
I mean, I've seen people try that. I've never seen that actually really work like that. Wow.
So a quick call off, no score on that jam. But the clock continues to tick now, 16 and a half to go.
And we've got T. Ryan and Death Valley behind that jammer line.
And everyone else starting there, and then Santa Cruz running forward and then coming back.
And there we go. Chew back off. Holding that outside lane.
And Princess Leia out. Also playing and then runs forward. Not out of bounds. Was trying instead to lead jammer.
Tryon really wanted that, or the defense really wanted that track cut.
Yes,
on Tryon,
they did.
But ref said Tryon was legally in bounds.
Indeed, and this time getting 4 points and calling off the jam.
4 points on the board for Santa Cruz.
So that will take Santa Cruz to 183, Kalamazoo 32.
And next up, we'll have Bacon Bones and BZ.
For Kalamazoo, we've got Bacon Bones, and for Santa Cruz, we've got BZ.
Both hit the back of that pack hard. And BZ heading to the penalty box. Bacon Bones slow to get up, but is back up. As first lead jam this half for Kalamazoo.
Actually, third. They had 2 back-to-back earlier on. Fat Jams 4 and 5. It's just been a while.
Neither gave points. This would be Kalamazoo's first points of the half.
Yes, that is 100% true. As Bacon Bones with points. Oh, but called for the cut track with the long run back. 0-0 Mini Mayhem. So BZ now released. And we got a 2-minute jam. BZ feet clear, direction of play penalty, sending Connor to the box.
And BZ easily through that pack.
Yeah, nice little slide around the outside for BZ.
4-3 pack advantage right now. No lead jammer. Bacon Bones back on the track. Oh, there goes Harmon Slammer trying to open a lane.
Meanwhile, BZ just buzzing around the outside, but forced out of bounds and rolled back by Triple Threat. O'Connor out of the box, throwing the shoulder to number 80, Sunkissed, and that breaks Bacon Bones free for 4 points.
And Bacon Bones has 6 seconds to maybe get another point here.
We'll see.
Oh, that's
Hips,
points.
I'm pretty certain I see Hips in front of at least one. Jam comes to the close. 3 more points up.
There we go.
For Bacon Bones, an 8-7 run.
Bacon Bones holding her gut. Wonder if that altitude is having an impact.
And it is their second game of the day. So I don't know if that has an effect, but it might. You never can tell.
Kalamazoo is nowhere near a mile high in the air, so.
No. 72 Payne Jane jamming against number 66 Sugar Smash, I believe.
Yes, that is Sugar Smash. Oh, Sugar Smash takes a shot from Glow Killa, who's like, nope, not a penalty, not a penalty. Please, I'm at 5, not a penalty.
Pretty certain that was clean. And the referees agree. Sugar Smash does finally work around the outside.
Takes a little bit of a shirt whip off one of her own skaters.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the call off from Payne Jane.
So, fun fact, provided by the fine folk at Kalamazoo, number 000, Princess Layout, out right now as a blocker, sponsored by Moda.
Oh, all right.
I don't know if she gets an extra pair of wheels or something for me saying that, but it's out there.
That'd be really nice if she did.
Yes. Mexican Takeout also sponsored by Moda.
All right, we got T. Ryan and Jawbreaker Josie. Jawbreaker Josie being drawn back all the way. And T. Ryan spins through. And that is a track cut call on Jawbreaker Josie.
Oh.
Got to skate out.
Got to follow the skate when it goes out.
And at least 2 of the outside pack refs did see that skate go out.
So trying now, looking to the outside, but held up. That's Princess Layout joining in with Connor to slow things down. 410 Basher also slowing it up, and finally Jam called off. 3 points up. A total of 7.
Yeah.
Taking Santa Cruz to 209. Kalamazoo held at 39.
And first time on the line, this looks like Allison Thunderland for Santa Cruz.
And the crowd again going crazy. Santa Cruz fans strongly in support of their team, and Allison Thunderland sneaking through the inside. Taken out by the invisible blocker at the end of turn 2, but is lead jammer. Jawbreaker Josie with the star again for Kalamazoo, and forced to the inside.
Allison Thunderland up at the front. Gets that Kalamazoo defensive pair. And there goes Jawbreaker Josie.
Yes, Jawbreaker Josie finally through, and Allison Thunderland calls off the jam with 4 points on the board. 213 to 39.
4 points on the board for
Santa Cruz passing the star to BZ.
Going up against Death Valley.
And for Santa Cruz, it is
BZ.
Mini Mayhem again, trying to play that fullback role. BZ somehow kept the skates inbound on those toe stops. Oh, nice seal there by Kalamazoo.
Death Valley also clear. BZ grabs the points, though, calls off the jam, as she is wont to do. A 4-0 run, 2:17 to 39 now with 8 minutes to go in our game.
And on that jam line, Bacon Bones. And someone whose number I can't say.
I think that might be Payne Jane.
Yeah, I believe that is Payne
Looking
Jane.
at the high altitude camera shot. I believe that's correct. We'll see on the turn. Doesn't matter.
Bacon Bones, lead jammer.
Sneaks in behind.
I mean, at this point, I'd say get some points.
Yeah, running long. What the heck? But hey, we're on the stream, so they can't hear us unless they're all listening to the Twitch stream, which would be really distracting, I would think. 4 points up for Payne Jane. As Bacon Bones calls off the jam. Did get 2, however.
All right, there we go.
Payne Jane grabs 1 more for 5 total, 2:22 to 41. Under 7 minutes to go. Best Lobes, by the way, agrees that the discount on the WFTDA.TV Watch Pass with the WFTDA Roby Doby gift code is a great deal, and they're going to scoop that up for sure.
Oof,
I will as well. I just need to get around to it. Sorry, you were talking about actual roller derby and not ads, weren't you?
Yes.
All right.
Connor, huge hit. Stuffs T. Ryan up at the front. And that is a track cut.
Ooh, trying. Cutting the track. That's against the rules.
And multiplayer block sends Sunkiss to the box.
Meanwhile, Princess Layout just sort of repeatedly shoving 00 Mini Mayhem to try and get them out of bounds. And finally, a penalty sends Mini Mayhem to the penalty box.
And that is lead jammer going to Sugar Smash. 4-2 pack advantage right now.
And second lead in a row. Oh, low block called for Sugar Smash. So Power Jam switching back to Tryon.
Tryon recycled all the way behind Connor.
It's a beautiful awareness of coming in and seeing the run back and going, oh, I got to get back out, and taking advantage of that rule that lets you go right back out.
Ooh, Pinkerocious, big shoulder there. T. Ryan, though, through.
That is the initial pass, so we got 30 seconds of jam time left. Power Jam almost over as Sugar Smash standing in the penalty box, so less than 10 seconds there.
Sugar Smash through. Oh, huge hit by Mini Mayhem.
Mayhem just lighting things up. And high block called on that shoulder, I'm guessing.
Yes, that would be that call.
Princess Leia shaken up, but back on their feet and rolling towards the bench.
4 points there for Kalamazoo. Matching Santa Cruz.
Skate Bomb for Life is pointing out that Connor is sponsored by Anabolic Skate Company and is also known as the Shoulder of Justice.
Shoulder of Justice. All right,
I will suggest that perhaps she moved to Portland and, you know, you've got a team out there with some justice in the name, right?
You know, I mean,
I'm
Portland
just
doesn't
saying.
mind acquiring a few good skaters. Just saying.
There you go. Also on your sponsored skaters for the Kalamazoo Killer Bees is Ginger Snap, who is sponsored by Adam. So 4 members of Kalamazoo Killer Bees picking up sponsorships, which is excellent. Hopefully helping keep them equipped. As we all know, roller derby equipment, not that cheap.
No.
There was a time when my kid was like 7 or 8 where she could get away with the cheap skates, but that is long gone.
Are there any skaters in the stands today?
All right, timeout coming to a close. BZ set to jam.
Against Death Valley.
For Kalamazoo, we got Jeff Rowley.
And we've got 1 blocker for each team. Both pivots, actually, in the penalty box.
Uh-oh.
It's a pivotless jam. Official timeout resumes or comes back, one of the two.
Something.
I saw some running from NSOs from the penalty box into the middle of the track and back.
During halftime of this one, I went to check out the other game and nearly watched an NSO get run over because they decided to jump across the track after the whistle had been blown. Oh,
that's dangerous.
Yes. Oh, Death Valley.
Ooh, nice run. 3 straight lead jammers for Kalamazoo.
And just impressive footwork.
Yeah, we're down to 4 minutes to go. BZ finally works around the outside. Low block thins out the pack and calls off the jam with 4.
All right. Well done, Kalamazoo. And this looks like Bacon Bones against BZ.
BZ didn't get enough in that last jam. He was like, nah, I'm going to come out again. What the heck? There's 3:21 to go, and I got a nice long nap tomorrow. But now BZ going to play some defense.
Bacon Bones, nice work to get some positioning there.
BZ also bumped down and bumped down again, and this time out and rolled back. Bacon Bones also rolled back, and let's all
backwards skate.
Go backwards.
Throw on some salt and pepper, it'd just be like my junior high school days. Well, except without the pads and the hitting. And
yeah, well, the pads anyway.
But the backwards skate and the salt and pepper, that would be
perfect.
That would be my junior high school days.
No DJ here today. I'm kind of missing the
I'm missing
the sweet
it too.
beats. Maybe tomorrow we can bring someone in to beatbox on the stream for us.
There you go.
Or maybe not. Hey BZ, your lead jammer. Minute 10 into the jam.
And Bacon Bones heading to the penalty box, and BZ says, yeah, I'm done.
What the heck? Opposing jammer in the penalty box, give a 30-second powered start to the team and burn off 30 seconds on the clock. And Davey Rocket 36, I agree, derby in general ain't cheap. That is so true. But it's also fun. So you got that going for you. Allison Thunderland back out to jam.
Come on, Coach. You can do better than that.
And Bacon Bones starting off in the penalty box. Allison Thunderland outside lane lead jammer. Minute 20 on the game clock. Jam clock about 30 seconds behind. So we could go. This could be the last jam.
Yes, this definitely could be.
Knowing Santa Cruz, I'm guessing it may be the last jam. We shall see. Maybe not.
Oof. Connor coming in hot.
And not as Allison Thunderland says, no, I've been knocked out, but I'm going to call off the jam and give someone else a shot. So 4 up, taken Santa Cruz to 230. Kalamazoo still at 49.
And this should be the last jam.
This one should be, yes. It will be about 30 seconds when things get rolling.
Jawbreaker
Josie, Payne Jane. Penalty box is empty. Jawbreaker pushes to the front of the pack. Ella Delaney and company slow that down now. Oh, Jawbreaker is through.
Not lead jammer, but is through. Period clock ticks down to 0, so we are at the last jam, and jam called off with 4 points.
And
one more.
Jawbreaker brings them to 50 for Kalamazoo.
Excellent work, Kalamazoo Killer Bees.
I mean, I feel like against the #1 seed,
that's a great score.
You know, getting 50, that's a win in and of itself.
Santa Cruz not a team to run up the score anyway. As I mentioned earlier, they know they just need to win and move on. But 234 to 50 is a solid appearance for Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo beating Queen City earlier in the 11 o'clock game, coming back to play at 7 p.m. And they live to fight another day. They get 20-something hours off now, because Kalamazoo will be back to play the winner of Rocky Mountain versus Rose City in our 5 p.m. game. That will be over on the pink track. Santa Cruz fans, that'll be on the yellow track. Santa Cruz fans also tuning into the yellow track at 1 p.m. for the rematch of last year's championship game in the female division with the Seattle Derby Brats Galaxy Girls. We will get things started at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Right here on track 1, you will see Queen City versus Pile of Bones Misdemeanors out of Regina, Saskatchewan, and Rocky Mountain versus Rose City at the same time over on the other track. You have been watching the 2019 JRDA Championships, brought to you by the WFTDA's.TV's Twitch channel. I'm Scott Chicken.
I'm Puns and Roses.
Thanks for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow.